is really something for some companies to offer to sort of refund their female employees for their abortion, but then again, maybe it's not enough. Maybe it'll come down. If Roe v. Wade is outlawed, if abortion is outlawed, then perhaps no amount of money can keep the employees safe from perhaps a reckoning in the court. So that being said, I mean, things have changed on the expectation of employers, likewise here in China, and that is the pandemic has somehow moved people out of office, and so the pantry they expect from the employers are perhaps not there anymore, and also the pandemic has exacted a heavy toll on the global economy, both in the West and in China. So many companies are struggling, and when we look at these non-salary benefits, we know that they come as a cost as well. And on the one hand, they help employees build trust in the company and feel that they're being cared about. On the other hand, when the going doesn't get well, I mean, these things are the first to go. So on top of that, people's expectation for non-salary benefits have changed in the sense that now that I don't have to go to the office, now that I fear going to the office, should there be some provisions on flexible working hours? Should there be allowance for me to do something else, for instance, tend to my child even during working hours? So these things can be part of the discussion right now.
Well, of course, and I think especially considering the pandemic, a lot of the requirements coming from daily life is part, I think, becoming a part of the benefits that a lot of the companies are offering to their employees. For example, with mask mandates here in China, I think a lot of companies are offering masks or sanitizers on a regular basis, distributed them among their employees so that employees, well, of course, these materials don't really test, but having your company providing this kind of material to you, do you feel this sense of security among the employees that I'm thought of, that my company do think of me in case of emergency, so that we can get through this pandemic, this emergency and this disaster together. I think it's essential for a lot of the companies to do things like this. But I think with the pandemic going into the third year and possibly maybe a fourth year, the requirements on mental health and other health-related issues can also be brought about into how companies can help their employees